Hey loves, today on 222, your specific person is absolutely obsessed with you. And in this video, we're going to manifest 222 specific person manifestations. You're going to manifest 222 text messages, 222 calls, 222 of whatever it is that you want, because 222 actually stands for balance. And so today, we're going to get into this balance, get into this assumption, and create the reality that we want. Because today, really, and I know you can manifest just as amazingly as any other day, but think about this balance of being in your end state and what 222 kind of stands for. And then today, I know I just said not more than ever, but more than ever, you're going to be able to create the reality and manifest instantly what you want right here and right now. And the way we're actually going to do this is actually we're going to set, and I'm going to give you some ideas or talk about manifestation and deadlines. Because recently as well, we've been talking about the 24-hour manifestation challenge. Hopefully you guys are still on that and having a fantastic time on it. But we can't go where we don't know we're going. Right? So if you know that you're a specific person, 222 today, they're obsessed with you, then we have now found out where we're going. But most people, when they're manifesting, don't actually know where they want to go. And it actually causes us to kind of remain stagnant where we're at. Because I know, and a lot of us are probably like, well, Kyle, I know exactly where to go. I want to be in a relationship. I want to be married. I want to be this. I want to be that. Yeah, but that's not very detailed. Okay. Like saying you want to be wealthy is like, well, how do you want to be wealthy? Oh, you want to be married? Where do you want to be married at? All of this is really powerful when it comes to your manifestation, because you need to basically, and I know this sounds weird, almost sounds anti-manifestation, but you kind of need to set a deadline for where you want to go and what you want to do. Okay. Because without a goal, you can't score. And so even in what you've seen probably already, in this if you've been doing the 24-hour challenge, you've probably gotten or seen much more results than you have in the past just by setting this intention that within 24 hours, you're going to be creating exactly what you want. And so this is what we're going to do. And I want to give you kind of a little background on why this actually works so well and how I'm setting this deadline intention for you right now. You can pick either tomorrow, so manifest it for tomorrow, or manifest it for the end of February. So by the end of February, you're going to be with your specific person. So basically, I guess to set this intention, after you like the video, to really set that intention and comment down below, my specific person is obsessed with me. Today on 222, my specific person is obsessed with me. And that's going to really, really, again, start to set this intention. But when we talk about, okay, we're never meant to worry about how or when, right? And so the when kind of seems weird because you're like, well, Kyle, weren't you just saying to set a deadline on something? Yes, but we don't want to worry about it. And there's a big difference between that. So you want to set, I want to be here by this time, but not worry about it. Because technically, it's not about time. Time doesn't exist. The fact of setting a deadline actually goes against this concept, and you already have your manifestation within you. But the trick or goal of a deadline is that we force ourselves to get into the state, because otherwise we're just going to be kind of messing around doing basically nothing, right? And this is again why in this 24-hour challenge that I've been doing for everyone watching, that you've seen so much more results probably in these 24 hours than you ever have, because now we're like, okay, we have to do this. And I'll give you an example of why this works, because I did a little research study in a class. And everybody had three options, or they had students basically go between three different options. And there were three big projects in the class that had to be due by the end of the semester. So the first group was due at the end. So you didn't have any due dates, just you had to have all three projects due at the end of the class period. Okay? So they could turn it in the first day, third day, middle, whatever they wanted, but there was no deadline, okay? The second group was given the ability to create their own deadlines for each of these three projects, okay? So you could pick all at the end too, or you could pick earlier, or you could break it up into thirds. And the third group, so the teacher just did what a teacher does and then set the deadlines like 1/3 every time for each project. So you're probably thinking, Kyle, what does this have to do with manifestation? But I want you to think about this, okay? And then I want you to realize or know, which one do you think worked the best? Which one do you think you would choose or would be the best pick, right? Who do you think performed the best? The people who had no deadlines, set their own deadlines, or were given the deadlines, okay? I'll give you a little bit of time to think about that, maybe even pause this video. So the trick was when the worst performing people were the people with no deadlines, okay? They had the lowest grades. And the best grades were the ones in which the teacher gave them the deadlines. So they said, you have to be here by this date. Those students did the best. Obviously, the second best was then when students would pick their own deadlines and they picked their deadlines more in accordance to what the teacher picked. Those were the second best. But the best was when the teacher picked the deadlines. So I'm going to pick some deadlines for you, okay? Are you okay with that? Are you down? Say, I am so down for this. We're starting a project, a school manifestation. We're starting manifestation school right here and right now, and you are going to take part of it. And you have some some due dates to do, okay? And so that's why you can, and again, maybe you shouldn't even pick it, okay? We're going to say so either in the 24-hour challenge, or because it's 222 and we have a leap year this year. So by the end of February, I want you to have the most amazing, awesome, biggest, largest progress you've ever had. And today, 222, you're never going to forget that starting date, okay? But the due date is then 229 because it's a leap year, I believe. So there's an extra day. So 229. And even what if even a better kind of sign for that? There's an extra day for this, like to literally make it a exact week at the end of February. We still have exactly one full week. That is a perfect sign, but that's going to be the deadline. You can pick whatever you want, but pick right now, what do you want to have achieved by the end of the week, okay? So you can pick a text message, a phone call, a date, dating, married, whatever you want, you run into them, whatever fits it. But right now in this video, I want you to comment it down below as well. What's your intention? What's this due date? Because I don't know exactly what would fit perfectly for your scenario or what you want, but I'm setting that deadline and you're going to pick exactly what you're going to do. Okay? Is everyone down for that? And then as well, again, just definitely make sure to comment that down below. If you don't comment it, we're not going to know. And then we can't hold you accountable to really manifest it because you have the ability to manifest right here and right now. So always, always keep that in mind. As well as I wanted to give you guys a little success story today, just to showcase how quickly you can manifest and how time doesn't matter. And you can totally do this by the end of the week because I've helped people in coaching sessions, video calls, email coaching, everything do this within the same amount of time. So don't kid yourself. You can absolutely do this. So here's just a little snippet from my email coaching. So they said, hey, Kyle, I just sent you the email and half an hour later, he called me and told me that he loves me and wants to come by to see me immediately. I'm a little bit afraid. So think about that. You're going to be so successful that it's going to actually be scary for you. That's how successful that you are going to be. And then they basically go into this concept of like, what exercises should I do to stay in this? But that's how crazy it can be. And I will tell you, that is actually the biggest problem sometimes in coaching sessions is that they receive too much success. Like I literally just was on a call with someone yesterday who was receiving too much success and they were literally worried about it. And I know on the surface, you're like, Kyle, I would not be worried about that. Guess again, when we go from 0 to 100, it's so different and sometimes it can feel uncomfortable that we begin to overthink it. Our minds begin to worry because your specific person is going to show up in a way that they've never shown up before. So when you think about that and how different it's going to be from here to, again, next week, we have exactly 1 week, or you can pick whatever date in this week that it is. But by the end of the month, you're going to achieve whatever you had commented down below. But again, comment it and like other people's comments. If you think any other person's goal, if you see your goal on there, comment and like their goal. So if you said date and you write date down below and you see someone else with date, like their date, because then the fact that you're manifesting that and they're manifesting that, when you send them love, you're going to get the love. So comment, heart, whatever, like anything, comment against, say you can do it, things, be supportive. Again, for the people that are manifesting the same thing. And it can be whatever you want. So it could be a text, it could be a call, could be literally anything. Anything that you want, you are going to manifest. But today on 222, you are totally taking this mindset that your specific person is obsessed with you. So 222, today, 222, my specific person is obsessed with me. And then I want you to write down whatever it is that you want to manifest. Again, the due date is 229. Okay. Exactly a week. I feel like this is perfect. This is amazing. You are going to have the greatest time as well. So for all my members, today, so it's probably right now by the time this video goes up, I'm going to go live at 222 today. Okay. And so I'm actually probably live right here, right now. Or, if you, we're in a member and it's like later in the day, where it's 222 Eastern time. Okay. 222 Eastern time. And if you missed it, you can still go back. If you're a member, all of my lives and things like that are always available. So definitely check that out. Again, let me know how excited you are for this process. If you do want to send me any messages, comment them down below, or you can send them to me at kyleaugustcoaching.com. I would love to hear from you. Again, if you have any other questions, let me know. Any comments, questions, if you set an intention, make sure to like the video too, because don't you want to spread the love of this video and help everyone else manifest by 229, okay? But thanks again so much for stopping by today. I'll see you really soon, or I'll see you right now. You can hop down, click, and become a member. Or if you're a member, you probably get a notification that I'm going live, but just become a member, hop in, and I'll be answering all of your questions for 222. I'm so excited to see you there. We're going to have so much fun. Again, I'm setting this deadline for you, okay? And so don't worry about it. It's just a deadline that you don't have to worry about. The deadline, I created it, right? So you basically have to do it. But again, today, 222, your specific person is obsessed with you. Thanks again for stopping by, and I'll see you in the live, and then I'll see you in my next video tomorrow.